When discussing the Australian Shepherd, what usually comes up is they have a lot of energy. You have to exercise them at least 4 hours a day. Playing fetch is one of the best ways to get their energy out. And while all this can be true, I find it a little bit misleading because it all depends on how well you satisfy your Aussie's needs. Many people like to focus on the breed's needs, which is very important and vital, but I want to take a more primal approach this time. Don't forget, dogs are predators, so hunting, chasing, and killing is in their nature. If you were to lock your Aussie up in a room with a squirrel, I guarantee you it's going to try and chase it and kill it. Did you ever question why your dog's toys squeak, or when they have it in their mouth, they're thrashing it around? Well, the squeak is supposed to simulate the dying breath of an animal, and they thrash it around because they're trying to kill that toy. Now, obviously, we don't want our pets going around and killing wildlife, so we have to give them an outlet. And the best outlet that I found so far is this. So what we have here is just a 10-foot leash attached to one of his tug toys. And if you were to do this, just be careful. Don't attach the metal part to the toy, because when your dog thrashes it around, it's going to hit them in the head. I really love playing this game with him. It's probably one of my most favorite games that we play, and I love the intensity that he brings to this, right? Just look at him. He's ready to kill this toy. So the way that I play this game with him is that I don't actually let him get it right away, right? I let him chase it first, and I build up that frustration. So when he finally does get it, there's like a release of serotonin. When he gets it, he thrashes it around, we play some tug, and it's just such an awesome outlet for your dog. What's also pretty cool is that sometimes he's not actually chasing the ball, but it looks like he's hurting it. If you see over here, he's trying to cut off the direction that the ball is going in. So if you haven't played this game with your dog yet, I highly recommend it.
Go boy!
Before your dog can actually catch their prey, they have to track it down first by using their nose. So there are two main ways that I like to do scent work. The first way is by using his food. Back when I fed Winston kibble, what I would do is I'd just grab a handful of kibble, toss it in the ground, and if he wanted to eat, he would have to sniff it out. Now, ever since we switched to raw, we can't really do this anymore. So instead, what I do is I grab one of his toys and I would hide it around the house and I tell him to go sniff it out. Once he brings it back to me, we could then play a little bit of tug. This next one isn't really so much more of a primal need, but it is a way to build up your dog's confidence, and that is help navigate your dog through things that they're uncertain of, or maybe they're a little bit afraid of. So let me give you some examples. During the winter time, we have huge snow piles and Winston was a little uncertain of them. So I would help him navigate up and down those snow piles and it would build up his confidence. Nowadays, I would have him hop up on park benches or park tables. And when a jungle gym is empty, I would go to the jungle gym and just have him walk on these weird surfaces. Winston recently overcame 2 obstacles and I'm just so proud of this boy. So I want to show you guys how he overcame it, how we encouraged him, and how we pushed him forward to overcome these fears. We recently got a pool and we haven't built a deck around it yet. So the only way in and out is from this ladder. Now we want Winston to go swimming, but the ladder is way too steep. So we had to build like a makeshift step for him to get up. So what we did was I took this table, then I took the steps from our jacuzzi, put it on top of that. And then from there, he has to jump up onto the ladder. And keep in mind, this pool is about 5 feet high, so it's pretty high off of the ground for him. Remember how I was telling you that I would have him jump up on park tables and benches and jungle gyms and that kind of stuff? Well, that experience really helped him out over here because he got onto the table fine. He did get a little hesitant going up on those steps, but he was able to do so eventually. When he got onto the ladder, that's where things start to sink in for him because this is the first time he's seeing inside of the pool. He's seeing the water. He's very, very uncertain here. So what I'm doing here is that I'm encouraging him. I'm telling him he's doing such a good job. He's such a good boy. I'm trying to comfort him during this kind of scary situation. Eventually, he built up enough courage to jump in, and when he jumped in, he immediately went to the side to get back out. But guess what? After that, he jumped back in the pool on his own and he was still a little bit nervous, so he did go back to the side. That second time in the water was such a breakthrough because after that, he was willing to stay inside of the water. So what I do is I would just swim next to him, I would comfort him, tell him he's a good boy and he's doing great. And it got to the point where we could play fetch with him inside of the pool. Now he absolutely loves the pool. Like, it's hard for us to get him outside of it now. He goes up and down those makeshift steps with ease. He even jumping off of the steps now into the water. It's such a great thing to see. And it just goes to show if you push your dog a little bit outside of their comfort zone, you can open them up to a whole new world.